What's up, everyone? Sean Count Blackguard here today doing part 2 of my vinyl collection. I'm going to try and go through more pieces. What we're listening to in the background is For Us with Les Ivers de Notre Epoque, my favorite black metal album of all time. This is the remastered digipack version. Pick up a copy. Thank you once again to For Us. First record I will be showing is The Afternoon Gentleman with Pistography. Pistography is a compilation of songs from 2008 to 2011. It is their discography from that time period, pressed onto one record. They're a grindcore band from England. One of my personal favorite grindcore band. These dudes just absolutely rip. I saw them with Weekend Nachos, and they were fucking phenomenal. I would highly recommend you check this out because it's a great way to get into the band, considering you get fucking almost 30 songs on one LP, and it's pretty cheap too. So put out by Global Thrashcore Dealer, so check them out. Comes with a few things. First, you get a little sheet booklets sort of thing. Comes with lyrics, show flyers on the back, and more lyrics and whatnot. It tells you what the songs are from. My personal favorite comes actually from the Cyborg split. Some of the songs on here, like Good Morning Gentlemen, incredible shit. Just really fast, violent, aggressive grindcore. A little bit of power violence at points. Fucking love it. And you get this poster, which is a reference to the Power Jugal Pogger Violence. Power Jugal Pogger Violence is the name of their 10-inch, which I am missing, unfortunately. And this comes on a very nice white vinyl, like the center label of the bottle. But if you're into grindcore, or you just kind of dabble in it, highly recommend you listen to these guys, but they're pretty well known to those that are into the style. So check out The Afternoon Gentleman, Pistography. Alright, next record is another Afternoon Gentleman record. This is their debut full-length 12-inch, self-titled The Afternoon Gentleman. I believe this is self-released, if I remember correctly. Like the back, how it's like mirror-imaged. This album is amazing. It's a lot like their early material. They've never really changed too much, but the production value went through the roof on this, especially compared to the shit they did with splits like the Cyborg split and whatnot. Fantastic production, really adds to the aggression. Love the gatefold on this. Really sick shit. And once again, I think this is pretty cheap to find. It's there. Put out by Bones Brigade Records and Dead Heroes Records. So printed inner sleeve, very thick, full lyric, side 10, side tab. And this comes once again on white vinyl. Really love those center labels. I can't say enough good things about these guys. I did a show review from when I saw them with Weekend Nachos for the final New York City show of Weekend Nachos, and it was absolutely fucking phenomenal. If you ever get a chance to see the gents, check them out. Up next, we have a piece of Cascadian black metal mastery. One of my all-time favorites in black metal. This album's just fucking gorgeous. Alda with Tahoma. Tahoma is the second full-length album from Alda, and personally, my favorite. I love Passage, I love the debut, I love everything they've done, but this album is just absolutely magical. Super dense atmosphere on this thing, man. If you're a fan of Falls of Raros and Wolves in the Throne Room and that type of shit, you'll absolutely love it. This album cover too is one of my absolute favorites. Double LP set, so I'm not going to show you both. Comes with this 7-inch insert with the lyrics. Beautiful photography, and this comes on red vinyl. Lots of acoustic passages on this thing. It just feels like a forest, an album that's meant to be listened to in the forest, man. Like, just such a dense atmosphere. It's easy to get lost in it. And this was put out by Replenish Records. I think it's still relatively easy to find. I could be wrong. I know this is the second press. There was a first press and like a Die Hard edition and shit, but this version suits my needs just well. And I hope you guys like this band, because I got a lot of them. So strap in. We're going to talk about some Agalloch. And this is the debut album, Pale Folklore, put out by The End Records. This is the 2013 reissue. And this thing is amazing. Beautiful gatefold. This album is amazing, guys. It's, in my opinion, in terms of Agalloch, this is their least original material. It's very much in vein of, like, Ulver, Bertot, and shit like that. But there's still something about this that's still unique. And to me, that's the usage of the acoustic guitar. It's definitely, it was used on Bertot, don't get me wrong, but the way they utilized it here was much more neo-folk inspired. Let me make sure I got these. Alright, these are in the right order. So first, printed inner sleeve, very thick paper stock. Love that. I love the look of like blue snow. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And the second LP, and these are both on 180 gram, and this is a very tight sleeve. White vinyl. I believe the center labels. Yeah, the center label's gorgeous. I'm not going to pull out the second one for obvious reasons, considering how difficult this one is to pull out. Get it? Get it, guys? It's a sex joke. But yeah, this isn't my favorite Agalloch material, but it's definitely solid. Still amazing song. She Paid Fire Across the Skyline. The Mishap and Steed. Dead Winter Days. As Embers Dress the Sky. The Melancholy Spirit. This album's just full of amazing classic Agalloch songs. So if for some reason you haven't checked it out, give it a listen. Alright, so next record. Agalloch The Mantle, my second favorite album of all time. I did a review of this, so I'm not going to discuss it, but if you know it, you know it's gorgeous. You either love it or hate it. I fucking worship this album. I think it's one of the greatest albums ever made, in my opinion. I love the folkiness of it. Anyways, this is the 2015 or 16? 2015 reissue from The End Records. Comes with a pretty good size booklet. And I'm just gonna throw it out there. Fuck John Hum for breaking up Agalloch. And this is a double LP. The mastering on this is phenomenal. It sounds incredible. And it's just double LP on black vinyl. If you can find it for a good price, definitely pick it up. Well worth the money. If you haven't heard it, check out my review for Agalloch The Mantle. If I remember, it'll be linked down below. Alright, next record. Another 2015 The End Records reissue, this time of Ashes Against the Grain. Probably my second favorite Agalloch album. This thing's incredible. Much heavier on the post-rock influence versus the neo-folk influence. Gorgeous packaging. I love how they did the lyrics on here and had the song titles highlighted as they appeared. I think that's a really cool idea. I love the back. I'm trying to think that this comes with, yeah, alright. Double LP, once again, the remaster on this is insane. Sounds way better than the CD I have of the original press. Phenomenal job by everyone involved. Favorite song off this is probably Fire above, ice below. Beautiful shit. And this is, once again, on black vinyl, but the D side has a cool etching. Really wish it would have had the Our Fortress is Burning Part 4 like it did on the original press, but whatever. Really cool. I'm glad they put this etching on there. But if you haven't listened to this one, once again, check it out. You're fucking up. Alright, next record I'm going to show. Got this in a trade with my brother, Josh, Runner JMA. Go subscribe to him if you haven't. He deserves way more subscribers. Probably the best reviewer here on YouTube. We did a trade. I got this, Agalloch, Marrow of the Spirit. This is the original Profound Lore press, not the picture disc that was done later on. This album is just fucking phenomenal. Agalloch has done no wrong in my book, and this thing is amazing. Alright, I'm trying to find it. Just like the other ones, this has a booklet. This one's gorgeous, just like the other ones. Try to go through it all. John Hom, he writes some amazing music and lyrics, but broke up my favorite bands. One of my favorite bands of all time, so fuck him. But this album's much more raw and traditional black metal when compared to any of their previous material. Also, first album to feature Aesop Decker on drums, and he does an amazing job. I think Aesop's a fantastic drummer. Profound Lore sleeves, which is kind of cool. I need to get some MoFis, but got a lot of records, and this is the clear vinyl press. Alright, up next, this is an EP from Agalloch, and everything on this is done darn diddly fucked up, so let me fix that. For some reason, the Obi strip was on the other side. Phosphine Echoes comes with this little Obi strip explaining a bit, if I can get to like focus. There you go. I'll read it. Now on the back. This is a really cool pressing. Love the spot gloss on it. I believe these are the lyrics actually printed on here in spot gloss, which is really cool. Kind of like Marrow of the Spirit, this one's much more aggressive, much more pure black metal. Comes on black vinyl with this etching on the back. Very aggressive, very straightforward, not much in the way of your typical, well, there's no way to say there's a typical Agalloch sound, but it's not pretty and not nice sounding. It's very raw and aggressive, especially considering, you know, the Mantle or Ashes Against the Grain. I'll deal with this later, but check out Phosphine Echoes, fantastic EP. And the last Agalloch record I have, excuse me, the last one they've released, last one they ever will release, unfortunately, Serpent in the Sphere. This is a very weird album for Agalloch, but it is still incredible. Much more progressive, a bit more mellow than the typical stuff, but there's still quite a bit of aggression. Pretty doomy, like on Birth and Death of the Pillars of Creation. This is a really nice pressing. I love the jacket with a die-cut cover. Printed inner sleeve number 1. I love the back, has a quote from R.W. Emerson on it. Let's get this back in there. Gatefold. And second printed inner sleeve. Picked this up when I saw them on the Serpent in the Sphere tour. In fact, I believe I was the first person to buy it. Etched red vinyl. This is the tour edition, as they called it. So, yeah, this album's phenomenal. Check it out if you haven't. Really good shit, just not what you'd expect from Agalloch, I guess, if you have any real expectations of a specific Agalloch sound. Next record I'm gonna show, this is Ahab the Giant, one of my favorite fucking records of all time. This was my album of the year when it came out in 2012. This thing's fucking incredible. Sadly, it has this gnarly seam split. I got it like that from the band. Not their fault. Gatefold, it is signed by everyone in the band. They offered to sign it because of my review. Thank you so much. It was, I believe, Christian that set it up. Yeah, Christian Hector. If you see this, thank you very much. This is one of my favorite pieces in my collection because of that. That's fucking awesome. Double LP. Comes with a poster. I bought the bundle that had the poster and the turntable slip mat, which I currently have on my turntable. Tour poster with the Esoteric and Office, or not Office, Office? I know it's not Office because that'd be dumb. And this is just on black vinyl. Check out the song Antarctica, the Polymorphis. Definitely my favorite Ahab track. Phenomenal shit. Fuck with it if you haven't done so already. Next record I'm going to talk about is one I haven't listened to in quite some time. It was, I believe, a freebie actually from Hell's Headbangers. This is Altar of Oblivion with Sinews of Anguish. I think it was a freebie or it was really cheap. It was a blind buy put out by Shadow Kingdom Records. What this is basically epic, epic doom metal. And it's pretty good, but I did not like the vocals on this whatsoever. There's something about them that just got on my nerves. I don't know what it was, but something about the guy's voice I didn't like. Really solid riffs though, definitely had like a Candlemass-esque vibe. Cool little lyric sheet, double vinyl, and it is this really cool, like, transparent blue, light blue. But if you're into like epic doom and shit, this might be something for you if you like dig the vocals. Altar of Oblivion, Sinews of Anguish. Alright, so I'm going to talk about 3 more records and we'll call it a day on part 2. Still not done with the A's. But, Amorphis, The Privilege of Evil. This is the first EP from Amorphis, and this thing is incredible. Not what you expect from modern Amorphis if you're not familiar with what they used to do. This is pure Finnish death metal, and it is phenomenal. One of my favorite death metal releases of all time in terms of like pure old school death metal. Straightforward, just, I love the guitar tone, the drum sound is fantastic, really great low vocals. Not really guttural, I would say, but still really good. And this is the Relapse anniversary, I believe 30th anniversary or 25th, whatever silver is, silver anniversary. Really cool shit. Trying to fly through these so the video's not obnoxiously long. Next one, this is my favorite Amorphis record of all time, and that would be Tales from the Thousand Lakes. This is one of my favorite albums of all time, top 10. Beautiful melodic death metal, little bit of doom. I feel like the doom elements are really overplayed on this. Castaway, Black Winter Day, Into Hiding, Magic and Mayhem. That fucking riff on Magic and Mayhem. Dun 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 dun. This features the Black Winter Day EP as bonus tracks with Folk of the North, Moon and Sun Part 2, North Sun, and their cover of The Doors' Light by Fire, which is pretty cool. And this comes on a beautiful white and blue merge. This album is just super nostalgic to me. I used to listen to it a lot in high school. I still listen to it at least like once or twice a month. No matter what mood I'm in, this album always hits the spot, and highly recommend it. It's a shame that a lot of people associate their new stuff, which I do like, with their whole body of work, where in reality it's not really like that. And one of those records that some people don't like, but I personally love, is this one, which is from 2007. I remember when this came out, and I ordered this in the Digipack version, Silent Waters. I love this album. Eye of Crimson Blood, Her Alone, the title track, Weaving the Incantation, The White Swan, Black River, the bonus track, Sign. Really cool. Ordered this from Relapse back in the day, and they didn't know how to ship their records at all to save their life, so it has a nasty corner bend. But back on Black Press, so your typical sort of shit. Double LP, 180 gram. Doesn't sound the worst, but doesn't sound the best by any means. And this is on red vinyl. And you know what, guys? I'm feeling saucy, so I'm going to talk about one more record. So, yeah, Amorphis, Silent Waters, and we'll talk about one more. Alright, so the last record I'm going to talk about is one that didn't want to show at the beginning of the next video because 110% chance it would get demonetized instantly because of this. So I figured I'd end with this one. Finnish black metal, really good shit, sent to me by my buddy Caleb. This is Anal Blasphemy with Perversions of Satan. This album is amazing. Really vicious, straightforward Finnish black metal. A little bit of death metal here and there, but much more pure black metal. Super filthy, perverted type shit. Blasphemous as hell. I love this album. Favorite songs from it: Perversions of Satan, Vomit the World, Perverse, Madonna, Filthy Magdalene, The Obscene Tower, which is a vinyl bonus track, Black Cum, Absolution. I'm trying to think. I think this is just on black vinyl. So I'm not going to show the record, but it does come with a huge poster, which is pretty cool. If I can unfold it. I definitely will provide a link to this album down below because I love this thing. And here's the massive poster of that crazy artwork. Love it. Love this album. If you haven't listened to them, check it out. I don't know what else to say right now. Just solid black metal, Anal Blasphemy with Perversions of Satan. And that will be it for this collection video. This is part 2. Hopefully in the next part I'll be able to finish up the A's and move on to the B's. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'm glad you're enjoying these videos. And I'll see you in the next video.